Hello, bombshell. Tawnyjanae here. This is your weighted ab class. We're going to be on the floor the whole time, no planks, a break for the wrists, but you're going to use weights. I've got 2 3-pound weights. You can use any weights you'd like. Technically, you don't even need to use the weights if you're like, I don't have any, still want to do the class. It's still going to be a killer class, but find your weights somewhere between 1 and 5, and let's boogie around. We're going to lay down, and then we get to stay laying down. The whole thing is done on our back, and we are going to torch your entire core. Trust me, baby girl, this is going to be a good one. Okay, so you have your 2 weights right next to you. Now put them in your hands. Grab these bad boys. I want you to face them towards one another with your palms. We're starting first by engaging the upper abs. You're not going to do anything with your lower body. I have my feet firmly pressed into the ground, knees bent, kind of close to, heels close to my glutees. Yes. So the weights are overhead. I just want you to engage your core on an exhale. Sandwich your core together and then slowly reach your arms overhead and notice what that does to your upper abs. They should be turning on just a wee bit more. Yes, darling? I hope so. And then reach your arms back overhead. So this is what's happening. You're reaching your arms as far back as you can without fanning the ribs. Squinch your ribs together and then bring the arms back up. Abs stay engaged as the arms go overhead slowly, slowly, slowly as far as you can and all the way up. This movement just does not have to be huge. It can be little, just going a few inches back and then right back overhead. These arms are not swinging back over towards the knees. They're going right back over your gorgeous face, just like this. Hold the core in. So we're just thinking about the core. You can even start to peel your shoulders up just so you can look at your upper abs. Keep them involved. Reach the arms overhead and up. Overhead and up just for 3. Yes, engage your core a little more for 2. Pull, pull, pull her in. Her core is squeezed. Last 1. Now reach the arms overhead. When you come up, crunch up, just like that. This is not a fast thing. This is a slow Pilates-sculpt style movement. So fun fact, the slower you go, the more you're going to get out of your core, the more demanding strength-wise this will be. Less cardio, more strength. Yes. Use the breath just for a few more for 3. Yum for 2. Yes, last 1. Cute. Keep the weights overhead. Palms face each other still. Bring the knees to a tabletop position. Yes, just like this. Nice job. Squeeze your heels together, your knees together. Notice when you squeeze your knees together. Yes, there she is. You turn on your low core muscles, your lower abs. Slightly crunch up so you can see your own abs. Now, if you're pressing your abs out and training your abs to be pressed up as they engage, that's how they're going to live. We want to support our spine with our muscles. So pull, hug, squeeze, core in. From here, now we just do the solo legs. You're just moving your legs, toes tap and lift. Notice, just like we did with the arms just over the face, we went no further. Our hips are now our point of reference. The toes tap, knees come to hip height, and that's it. The abs should never turn off. Just the lower abs now. Yes, it's already burning. We love it. And if it's not, squeeze your thighs together, knees together, ankles together, soften the face and pull the core in just a smidge more. Good for 3. Yum. For 2. Yes. Last 1. Bring the knees right over the hips. Lower the head down. This is a dual movement. Reach the arms and the feet overhead now, just like this. And then crunch up. Yes, hands land over the face and the knees land right above the hips, just like this. Toes tap, arms reach and crunch up. Again, the arms don't have to reach super overhead, just enough to where you feel that shaky, burny sensation. There she is. Make sure you're crunching up. Good. Just for 4. Yes. For 3, lift and squeeze, maybe pause. Last 2, make them count. And 1, nice, all the way up, and then slowly just lower the shoulders down. We get to isolate one side, so extend and tap the right toes, so the knees stay bent. Right toe taps and lifts, just like that. Now incorporate the left arm, opposites attract, yes? Left arm extends, right toe taps, and then they come right back to their home, over the hips and over the faces. Good for 2. And 1, other side straight into it. Slowly lower and tap. Come right back up. If you need to get acquainted with the left side, slowly just tap the left toes. We tap, bring them in line. Now bring the right arm to get her involved. We reach her overhead and all the way back. Small movements that are majorly effective. I feel it in my core. She's shaking. She loves it. Good. Other side. For 5, right toe, left arm. For 4, we squeeze the abs in. For 3, yum, last 2, and 1, all the way up. Squeeze knees together, weights together. Other side. Left toe, right arm. Yes. For 4, we squeeze. Last 3, right here. For 2 and 1. Yes, there she is. Another round. Don't think about it. Just do it. Right toe, left arm. Add a crunch. Yes. Same side. Good. Last 3. Yum. Last 2. Lift and crunch. Last 1. Straight into the other side. Right arm, left toes. Good. We squeeze and lift. We stay here just for 3. Yes. For 2, we crunch. And last 1. Glorious. Now keep the knees just as is. I want you to take the arms overhead. The weights are still in the hands. Sweep the arms wide so you're making circles on the floor, reaching the weights to touch behind your beautiful thighs. Lower, arms circle up, lift, arms circle forward and overhead, just like this. Knee circles. Yes. For 5, get used to this movement. It's nice on the shoulders. The entire core is super involved. Good. For 3, lift as high as you can. Last 2. 1, we hold because we want 2 little pulses. Offer your weights towards your heels. Let's go for 3. Smile the face. For 2, squeeze those abs. Last 1. Again, we circle and lift. Now, when you circle, start to tap the toes. Oh, yeah, it's a combination, honey. We're adding the toe tap here. Ha! We lower, tap, lift, squeeze, circling the arms up and then behind the thighs. Up and then behind the thighs. The toes are tapping. Just a few more, baby girl. Let's stay with this. Squeeze for 3. That is it. For 2. And last 1, hold, pause for a cause, little baby pulses. You got this, baby girl. Squeeze and lift. Hold her in. Offer the weights to your heels for 3. Yes, last 2. And 1. Slowly lower, release. Take a breath. Notice my weights are both now in my right hand. This is how we get to engage our oblique muscles. So the muscles that line our side bodies that give us our beautiful waistlines, whatever they look like, they're absolutely perfect. The weights are an incredible tool to get the most out of a small time on the mat together. If you're not sore after this, I want you to repeat this class, baby girl, because you are strong. Take the weights into your right hand, lift it overhead. Start to just simply bend the elbow out to the side, slight little cute little bend. Yes, and re-straighten. Super easy, simple. Bending and straightening. That's half of the movement. Take the knees right over your hips, just like that. You can keep your left hand on your belly to really encourage the belly down to remind your core to stay involved. Now, I just want you to lower the knees like you're doing a twist to the left side halfway and back up. And notice how when you lower, keeping your core engaged, not tapping the knees, they're still hovering. You have to use your right obliques to really get the hips back down, squishing on the mat. Yes? Now let's marry that movement together. We open, bend the arms slightly, squeeze everything toward the midline. Open, squeeze towards the midline, just like that. That's 4. Gorgeous. Open. For 3. Yes. For 2. And 1. Good. Slowly lower just the knees halfway. You're going to simply crunch up with your arms, knees in a half twist. Yes. For 4, we squeeze 3, and that's 2, and 1. Again, knees come back to center. If you need to resituate the weight so your hand isn't sleepy like mine, I got a little tired. So again, we're going to do that same movement. Arm goes wide, knees go twisting, and then they come back to center. Good. For 4. Yes, for 3. Last 2, we take it all sorts of slow. And 1. All the way up. Begin the pulse already. Knees go to the left halfway. Pulse up for 5. Yes, for 4. Squeeze for 3. Last 2. And 1. Slowly lower the weights into your left hand this time. Shake out your right wrist. Give her some love. So both of your weights or one of your weights, it doesn't matter. It's up to you, but you don't want to be uneven. So put both of the weights in the left side. Take the knees to a tabletop position. Engage your core. Send your weights above left shoulder. Slowly just start to get the movement in the arms. So as your arms come wide, the left arm comes wide, you're simply bending the elbow just a teeny tiny smidge and then working it right back up. And all the way up. Now marry the knees to this movement, slowly twisting knees to the right and then coming up. The further you go, the harder it will be. The slight bend in the elbows helps keep it in the core. Try her on. See how far you can go without disengaging the core by setting the knees down. Good. Squeeze and lift. Yes, here. Squeeze for 3. Slow, slow, slow twist. And then sandwich the hips down onto the mat. For 2. Hello, left oblique. Last 1. And all the way up. Now give me those crunches. So twisting the knees back over to right side. Lifting up. Keeping the weights over the shoulders. Lift and squeeze. Lift. Good for 3. Yum. For 2. And 1. Back to the solid movement with both sides. Again, we lower, twist, lift, squeeze to center. Lowering, twisting, squeeze, hug everything to the midline. Good. For 4, we squeeze. For 3, we twist and smile. Last 2, the slower you go, the better. And 1. Glorious. Tilt the knees back over to the right slightly. Crunch all the way up as high as you can. Left shoulder lifts. A little bit in the right too. For 3, for 2, and 1. Glorious. Take your weights into both hands again, baby girl. Yes. The legs stay in tabletop. Just like we did before, reach the arms overhead, circle them around, and squeeze and offer the weights behind your beautiful thighs. Just like that. Focusing on the upper abs. Now they should really be singing after all the work that we've done. But we're stacking and building a combination. Cute. If you would like a little bit more, the answer is always yes. Start to tap the toes down as the arms come overhead. It's a combination. Glorious. For 5, stay with me. For 4, we squeeze. For 3, yum. Last 2. And 1, hold, pulse, lift, squeeze, just for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Back to the having the weights in the right hand. We love this little movement. The knees go left, the arms go right. We come up. Now we tap the right toes with the right arm going back. Just like that, we twist open for 1, tap the right toes for 2, twist open for 1, tap the toes, reach the arm for 2. Hi, squeeze. Hello, obliques. For 5, we stay with this movement. It is a beautiful combination. For 4, woo, lift, squeeze and twist. Good. Just 2 more, baby girl. Take it slow. The slower, the better. Last 1, painfully slow. Literally, physically, and metaphorically painful. Let's go. Nice. Straight into the other side. Same, but different. Twist open. Knees go right. Arms go left. Tap left toe as both hands go overhead. It's a combination. Yes. Can you squeeze and encourage your low belly even further down? As the knees twist over to the right, keep them glued together. And really think about using your left oblique here to bring the knees back up, just like that. For 4, Yes. Last 3, take it slow. There is absolutely no rush. For 2. Uh-huh. Last one, make it count. Let's go slowly. Uh-huh. Nice. Bring the hands overhead with a weight in each hand. Bring the knees back into tabletop. Simply crunch up, reach the arms a little bit overhead. It's not a huge movement, just a little bit to engage the abs. I want you to tap the toes to the mat. Stay right there with the upper thigh and just extend the legs straight. Yes, lower tap, lift, straighten, lower tap, lift, straighten. My legs are shaking. My core is shaking, but I am not quitting. I'm extending my arms even more, squeezing the inner thighs together, the knees together, zipping up the legs. Just 5 more. Yes, for 4. Squeeze for 3. Last 2. And 1. Glorious. Bring the weights down. That is your weighted core class. It is so good. If you need a little bit more, these classes are meant to be repeatable, stackable. That's why they're short, sweet, and cute and tiny. And fun fact, if you want to build more muscle, you get stronger, get bigger weights. You have so much room to grow. I'm so grateful, as always, to spend time with you on the mat today. Share with me in the comments below what you want to see more of, what you loved, and maybe where you're from. I'd like to get to know you too. But I hope you have the most beautiful day. Namaste. Tawnyjanae.